As makeup lovers, we know how much it costs to have even a basic makeup set that will get you through your everyday beauty maintenance. Depending on your definition of a basic makeup set, you might have a collection that's worth even hundreds of dollars, which is an amount that the majority of people would struggle to keep up with for years. And yet, it seems like many of us manage to do it, even in this economy. Why, though?
My God, why?
Do we really have to spend hundreds of dollars to achieve a desired look that'll make us feel beautiful? Or are we just the victims of the capitalist makeup sector that's been manipulating us since we were little girls? In today's video, I'll take a look at high-end and drugstore makeup, trying to see whether there's a real quality difference between the two, or are we all just being manipulated into thinking that there is? So without further ado, let's dive in. When I was a little girl, I was obsessed with makeup. I adored watching my mother do her makeup. Of course, she didn't let me use her products since I was just a kid, but one day she bought me a lip balm, which soon turned into lip gloss, and my life has never been the same since. I gradually started to expand my makeup kit as years passed. I discovered my local drugstore first and tried to buy as much makeup as my budget would allow. Initially, I was quite happy with being able to have that many products, regardless of the brand name. My entire enjoyment was coming from playing with different colors and using makeup as a tool to explore my creativity. But then, one day, I found out that the brands that I was using were not the cool brands that everyone seemed to be aspiring after. I was using cheap brands. I was using brands that were for everyone, brands that weren't special enough. The brands that were just meh.
Not good enough!
And from that point on, I started to lust after the brands that were too expensive for me, but worth saving up for, at least in my mind. Suddenly, that Revlon rouge that I adored, or that CoverGirl mascara that made my lashes look so long, seemed ugly, basic, and undesirable. I was supposed to work hard, save a lot, and invest in the real makeup products that are truly high quality. One day, I achieved my dreams. Finally, I was at a place to buy anything I wanted, anytime I wanted. Finally, I was able to replace that Revlon lipstick with an edgy Urban Decay lipstick, and that CoverGirl mascara with a Benefit mascara. Finally, my makeup was looking perfect. Or was it? Wait a minute. My makeup was actually looking the same, if not worse at times. What the hell? How? Why? What was I doing wrong to deserve such an outcome? What was wrong with me? How come money couldn't buy me the beauty I deserved? Well, the conclusion I reached was simple. The high-end makeup was not that much different from the drugstore makeup. I know, this is a highly unpopular opinion among the makeup enthusiasts, and many of you guys are likely to be rolling your eyes at the screen at this very moment. But hear me out. Even though there might be some differences between the ingredients, formulas, or packaging of the high-end and drugstore makeup, the end result they provide is not different enough to justify such a huge price gap. Well, at least in my opinion. Here are the supposed differences between high-end and drugstore makeup. High-end makeup brands often invest in research and development, using high-quality ingredients. This can result in formulas that feel luxurious and may be more suitable for sensitive skin. Even though I understand where this assumption is coming from, I don't think this reflects the reality of the situation. In fact, the drugstore has stepped up its game so much that we started to see ingredients as good as the high-end products, if not better. So this might have been a reasonable explanation in the past, but these days, it doesn't make much sense. Another assumption is that high-end makeup products might have more intense pigmentation, which can lead to better color payoff. Well, we all know that this assumption is completely false. Drugstore makeup is generally as pigmented as the high-end, if not more. In fact, I often find myself disappointed in the quality of the luxury eyeshadow palettes, as they often lack pigment. To be honest, I'd prefer my Wet n Wild palette any day. There's also the claim that high-end makeup products may have longer-lasting formulas. Well, this is the point that I get the most. but still, I can find a bunch of drugstore products that would last you the whole day. So even though many high-end products are quite good in this aspect, this doesn't necessarily mean that they're exceptional by any means. Some people claim that high-end brands often provide extensive shade ranges, especially for foundations and concealers. And I believe we all know this is completely false. We all know very well that many high-end or even luxury brands are still failing in having wide range of shades that would cover both ends of the spectrum, meaning that paying more money doesn't necessarily guarantee that you'll find your perfect shade match. Now, let's talk about the real reason why high-end products are more expensive than drugstore makeup. High-end brands often invest in luxurious packaging, which contributes to the overall experience. I have to admit, I'm also guilty of buying products simply because their packaging is so cute. But I feel like it is, given that packaging is just an aesthetic that doesn't have anything to do with the quality of the actual product. Of course, it is important for the packaging to be durable and even suitable for travel. Still, drugstore has improved itself on this aspect as well, proving that a packaging does not have to feel luxurious to be functional and durable. That being said, luxurious packaging means that it is more costly to produce the product. Thus, to make ends meet, high-end brands keep their prices at higher points. In reality, all this brings us to a single point: difference in business strategy. The main reason why high-end makeup is more expensive, and thus regarded as having more quality, is the fact that it embraces a different business strategy than drugstore brands. High-end and luxury brands prefer to have a scarcity approach in their marketing strategy and profit through high prices. Drugstore brands, however, prefer to embrace the strategy of being accessible to everyone and earn profit through mass appeal. When I put all these facts in front of me, I realized that pressure to level up to the high-end brands to achieve the perfect makeup look is nothing but a waste of money. Don't get me wrong, I still love my high-end makeup products. However, I no longer feel the need to go directly to Sephora to find the perfect product for me. I know that the perfect product can be at any brand at any price point, and the thing that really matters is to find the one that suits my skin the best. We know that many drugstore brands are using the same factories with various high-end brands, so why would we pay more simply to feel better about our makeup, right? But what do you think? Do you observe concrete differences between high-end and drugstore makeup? Or are you with me at this point? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.